Jimmy was a ripe, bright child, born in the 93rd percentile of Generation Where. He drew backward skies and high school margins, ate even banana sandwiches laced with cinnamon, and sang infinite symphonies in his mind. And while the Heb Bob mob revived So Dead scribes, Jimmy poked through back alleys with fabulous junk men and built these fantastic mad wagons out of washing machines and turpentine. He was loved by everyone, and one day swept a two-gone girl named May from her platforms to the clouds, and the two leapt breathless into his latest rampant mad wagon and set out tripping laughter across the plains, waking even statues with their dreams, all while no one paid them mind among the thousands doing same. And even when the mad wagon last refused to spin, Jimmy and May settled down beside a tumble-down silo, painted it 12 tones of violet, built about a farm of glass and light, and sold year-round watermelons and cinnamon-flavored wine. And while in this fertile land, May also ripened, and they became three. But feared by this first responsibility, Jimmy and May heeded whispers of convention, felt the calming press of society at their back, and reformed forthright, spread carpet across the fields, destroyed the Kaleidoscope winery, and let the rubber-stamped grid gods lure them away to properly raise James Jr., the 53rd percentile of Generation Y. He drew his skies straight, took his cinnamon only in cider and pies, memorized the So Dead scribes, learned the proper fear of leering junk men, drove a careful K-car and was liked by everyone. Went 4 years parallel with an acceptable sweetheart Sue, both commuting the freeways of three wide-weaving, left-side-leaning omnimobiles, all while no one paid the mind among the millions doing same. And when times were approved by church and magazine, they lay down together and begat as So Dead scribes were banned for their uniquity, and begat as visionary painters were forbidden to transgress lines, and begat as the fast-fading junk men were lynched for prolonging memory, and begat as the heretics were issued razor wire necklaces and told to keep still, begat James 7, the 50th percentile of Generation Who. He wore a starch-straight uniform each day, ate his ready-made meals without even salt, and kept his head down, so as to be never seduced by skies. And of course, no one paid him mind among the everyone doing same, all cogs in a finely flawless society, revolving, having forgotten about revolution. But James 7 did not belong in the lockstep life of his time. He felt something different, felt longings in his fingers, felt stirrings in his toes, felt ancestral journeys crowding at his pores, felt so different he could march no more, and exploded to run past the astonished throngs traveling one-way roads, past the rousing choruses shouting of his dissension, at the last moment reaching out to this two-gone girl with restless borealis eyes and said, "Run with me." And that two-gone girl realized that her name was November, and this was not her world either, took Jimmy 7's hand, and the two of them ran past the rubber-stamped grid god legacies, past everyone judging them for not doing same, running and running until the conformity fell behind, running and running until they came upon this tumble-down old silo, painted like every sunset ever known, found in the tangled gardens at its base, silver bottles shaped like freedom, and there, drunk on cinnamon-flavored wine, they lay down together, laced their fingers and dipped them up into the night sky, and began to spin those stars backwards about them. And that whole world looking down, looked up, and they realized, and they too began to run.